You see that? That's my sweet little Chucho boy. Chucho, hi baby. How's your precious baby? What you do? What you do? This is what happens when you mention Uwe Boll. Uwe Boll, Chucho. Uwe Boll. I know. Uwe Boll is evil. Evil, I tell you. Yes, it is that time in the challenge where I must start watching Uwe Boll films, starting with House of the Dead. This is week 7. When I first saw the trailer of the House of the Dead, I thought it looked cool. You got zombies and people gunning down zombies. That's always fun. Plus, I remember playing the game in the arcade, and, it was fun. Though it really put a hurting on your trigger finger. And bear in mind, at this time, no one knew who Uwe Boll was. Matter of fact, I didn't even know how to say his name. Uwe Boll? Uwe Boll? What? So when I finally got around to seeing the movie, I was like, what the hell is this shit? And why is the senseless game footage spliced into the film at random? It was truly an awkward experience when I first saw this film. Little did I know that this evil German director would get his hands on other game properties and make some of the worst movies ever made. It's easy to bash this movie, so let me just start out with some positives. No? Can't think of too many. Okay, for one, you got the captain of the boat, and I don't know, I think the guy's kind of cool, he's kind of a badass in a way. 2, you have a lot of gratuitous nudity, and that's okay. 3, the women in this movie are actually very attractive. And 4, Clint Howard. It's always fun to look at this guy. Now imagine in 2003, a conversation between him and his brother Ron. How would that have gone? Hey Ron, oh brother of mine, I got a movie called House of the Dead coming out. Oh gee, that's great, Clint. That's good. Yes, my idiot brother, he's bugging me right now. How about you, oh brother of mine? What do you got coming out? Yeah, Tommy, hang on a second. Yeah, I'm actually on the phone with Tommy Lee Jones. We have a Western coming out. And I got a TV show called Arrested Development coming out. So, I'm kind of busy, Clint. Give me a second. Hey, Ron, can I borrow some money? Yeah, other than that, can't think of anything else. Man, what a stinker. I mean, this is a... So I have to admit, the movie makes me laugh as to how ridiculous it is and how awful it looks. I can't even believe it got released in theaters. It looks like a really bad film from the Sci-Fi Channel, a really awful movie released straight to DVD. The characters are stupid, the actors are stupid, it's stupid all around. It's really, But what cracks me up is the fact that they're on this island, and of course they got zombies coming after them. You got these college students and 20-something-year-olds who are just complete idiots, but yet somehow become badasses as soon as they get their hands on guns. So, and these guns are pretty amazing because they hardly ever have to reload, and this one guy's gun keeps changing from an Uzi to a Tech 9. You got this one scene in the middle of the film that should be completely badass, where they're just completely gunning down zombies. The continuity issues of that scene, wow. You can have a drinking game with just that scene. I mean, these guys are becoming kung fu experts, marksmen. It's quite impressive. I just thought of something, and I gotta give this movie a little bit of credit for one thing. If you saw last week's video, which had a Resident Evil review, I mentioned that I can't stand it in zombie movies where people are always like, what are those things? Well, in this movie, you do have a bunch of idiots saying, what are those things? And they start theorizing as to what they are and how they got that way. And one woman, the really hot looking one too, was like, let's stop bullshitting ourselves. They are zombies, plain and simple. Just had to throw that in there. Gotta give it credit for that. I don't think anyone knew what they were doing with this movie. And of course, it's one of the most hated movies ever made, so my rating for it is actually going to be very generous. I'm giving it a 1.5 out of 5, just because the shit makes me laugh. The fact that I had to watch it again, I actually had more of a fun time because I knew what a shitty movie I was gonna watch. I just needed to laugh, just to be able to get through it. So the next film on the challenge is Resident Evil Apocalypse. Paul W.S. Anderson, who directed the first one, decided to take a step back. He decided to only produce and write this film. Matter of fact, I have obtained a copy of the script. So now we got a new director, and I don't know who this guy is, I don't care. But he must have went to Anderson and said, look, your first film was fine and all, but you know what? It didn't have enough gunfire, kicking, or explosions. So no longer do we have a horror film, we just have this completely over-the-top action extravaganza with guns popping off in almost every scene. A whole lot more kicking and screaming, a whole lot more zombies and blood and chaos. It's a mess. It's just a complete mess. The storyline no longer makes any sense. It's just a completely idiotic film. Yet, I like it. It's so entertaining. It's like non-stop carnage and ridiculousness. It's so stupid and so bad that it's not good, but it's fun. Alice, once again played by Mila Jovovich, now has superpowers. She's able to kick a lot more ass and take on more damage. She's got more guns. She's literally a female Terminator. Then you got a bunch of new characters. You got Jill Valentine, who's actually from the game series. She's kicking some ass and looking hot, and that's pretty much all she has to offer. Odette Fair from the Mummy series, he's now in this series, and I'm not sure if he played a character from the game, but I like the guy, he's pretty badass. Mike Epps, I don't know why he's in this movie. But yes, like I said, you have a whole lot more guns and gore and nonsense in this movie. There's this one idiotic scene where these characters are walking through a cemetery at night. It's like, why? Oh, to have zombies pop out of the ground then and there so that you can have a bunch of nut cracking and kicking and shooting and chaos. Then you got Nemesis, and I know Nemesis was a big part of the series, and he's there and he's gunning shit down. Look, I don't know what's going on with this movie, but it makes me smile because it's so ridiculous. It's so loud. It's so loud. So watching this on surround sound is actually a lot of fun. Oh, the acting's terrible. Don't worry about that. They haven't improved on that. And oh no, they got the villain from the first Tomb Raider movie in this movie. No! Though he's only in like the final scene, but he does come out in the third one. Oh dear. Seriously, this is an idiotic movie, but it's a guilty pleasure to the max. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. Sorry, don't shoot me, I don't care. I have fun with it, it's ridiculous, and that's all I really have to say. Alright, so that's it for week 7. Week 8, we have, oh god, another Uwe Boll movie, Alone in the Dark. But I'll also have Final Fantasy Avec Children. Now, if you would, please like this video, comment, share it if you want. Share some of your experiences with these two movies. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. The power of Christ compels you! The power of Christ compels you! What?